Chapter 1. Discovery. It was a crisp autumn morning when Sarah stumbled upon the note that would unravel the fabric of her life. The sunlight filtered through the dusty attic, casting long shadows across forgotten relics of the past. Sarah had decided to embark on a journey of nostalgia, hoping to uncover some cherished memories buried beneath the layers of time. As she sifted through the assortment of old boxes and worn-out trinkets, her fingers brushed against a weathered envelope tucked away in a corner. Curiosity ignited within her, urging her to delve deeper into the mysteries of the past. With trembling hands, she carefully retrieved the envelope, noting the faint scent of mothballs that lingered in the air. Gently sliding out the contents, Sarah's breath caught in her throat as her eyes fell upon the aged piece of paper nestled within. Its edges were yellowed with age, and the ink had begun to fade, yet the words etched upon it remained stark and immutable. With a sense of trepidation, Sarah unfolded the note, her heart pounding in anticipation. The words that greeted her were innocuous at first glance, a mundane message devoid of any sentiment or signature. Yet, as her eyes scanned the neat, precise handwriting, a chill crept down her spine. It was the handwriting of a librarian, unmistakable to Sarah's trained eyes. Memories flooded back to her, of long hours spent poring over ancient tomes in the quiet corners of the library during her years as a bibliographer. The meticulous strokes, the carefully crafted curves of each letter, they bore the unmistakable imprint of her profession. But what unnerved her was the realization that this note was not penned by her hand. The familiarity of the script sent shivers down her spine, setting her mind ablaze with questions and doubts. How could a piece of her past resurface in such a cryptic manner, hidden away in the depths of her own home? With a sinking feeling in the pit of her stomach, Sarah pieced together the puzzle. Her husband, Jack, was an ambulance worker, his erratic shifts often leaving her alone for days at a time. And now, here was a note, written in the unmistakable script of a librarian, hidden away in their attic. The implications of this discovery sent shockwaves through Sarah's world, threatening to upend the delicate balance of her reality. Was this merely a coincidence, a fragment of her past come back to haunt her in the most unexpected of ways? Or was there something more sinister lurking beneath the surface, waiting to be unearthed? Only time would tell as Sarah embarked on a journey of discovery, determined to unravel the secrets that lay hidden within the folds of time. Chapter 2. Suspicion grows. Sarah couldn't shake the nagging suspicion that gnawed at her mind like a relentless pest. Every moment felt like a tightrope walk between denial and acceptance, her thoughts consumed by the enigmatic note and its implications. Days turned into weeks, and yet the weight of uncertainty bore down on Sarah's shoulders with increasing intensity. She found herself scrutinizing every aspect of Jack's behavior with newfound vigilance, searching for any clue that would confirm or dispel her fears. Jack's late-night shifts became a source of suspicion, each departure shrouded in a cloak of secrecy that left Sarah feeling like a stranger in her own home. The once familiar routine of their lives now felt like a facade, masking the cracks that threatened to widen with each passing day. Sarah's mind raced with questions, each one more daunting than the last. Was Jack hiding something from her? Could he be leading a double life, one that existed beyond the confines of their marriage? The thought sent shivers down her spine, a chilling reminder of the fragility of trust. Yet, amidst the turmoil that engulfed her, Sarah couldn't bring herself to confront Jack directly. The fear of what she might uncover loomed large in her mind, a shadowy spectre that kept her rooted in a state of perpetual apprehension. Instead, she chose to observe, to bide her time until she could gather enough evidence to confront Jack with the truth. Every whispered phone call, every fleeting glance exchanged between Jack and their neighbors fueled Sarah's suspicions further, driving her deeper into the labyrinth of uncertainty. But as the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, Sarah's resolve began to waver. The relentless pursuit of truth had taken its toll on her, draining her of the strength and conviction she so desperately clung to. Yet, even in the darkest moments of doubt, a glimmer of hope remained. Deep within her heart, Sarah held on to the belief that someday, somehow, the truth would reveal itself, setting her free from the shackles of uncertainty that bound her. And so, with a heavy heart and a mind fraught with doubt, Sarah continued to tread the precarious path that lay before her, knowing that the journey ahead would test her in ways she could never have imagined. Chapter 3. The Clues Unveiled. As Sarah's suspicions deepened, so did her determination to unravel the mystery that had cast a shadow over her marriage. She couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to Jack's late-night shifts and secretive demeanor than met the eye. With each passing day, the weight of uncertainty pressed down on her, urging her to dig deeper in search of the truth. Armed with newfound resolve, Sarah embarked on a quest for answers, scouring every corner of their home for clues that might shed light on Jack's elusive behavior. She combed through drawers and closets, scrutinizing every scrap of paper and every forgotten trinket in the hopes of uncovering a hidden truth. It was during one such search that Sarah stumbled upon a series of peculiarities that set her heart racing with a mix of dread and anticipation. Tucked away in a forgotten corner of their bedroom closet, she found a crumpled receipt from a local cafe, its date and timestamp indicating a meeting that Jack had never mentioned. The discovery sent a surge of adrenaline coursing through Sarah's veins as she pieced together the puzzle before her. Could this be the evidence she had been searching for, the missing piece that would expose Jack's secrets once and for all? With trembling hands, she pocketed the receipt, her mind ablaze with questions and possibilities. But the revelations didn't end there. Over the coming days, Sarah uncovered a trail of breadcrumbs that seemed to lead her ever closer to the truth. Strange phone calls at odd hours, cryptic messages exchanged in hushed tones. Each new discovery served to fuel her determination, driving her deeper into the heart of the mystery. Yet, amidst the chaos and confusion that surrounded her, Sarah couldn't shake the nagging doubt that lingered in the depths of her mind. What if she was reading too much into things, allowing her fears and suspicions to cloud her judgment? The thought sent a chill down her spine, a sobering reminder of the fine line between truth and paranoia. But even as doubt threatened to consume her, Sarah refused to back down. She knew that she owed it to herself to uncover the truth, no matter how painful or unsettling it might be. And so, with a steely resolve and a heart heavy with uncertainty, she pressed on, determined to unravel the mysteries that lay hidden beneath the surface of her seemingly perfect life. Chapter 4. Confrontation looms. With each passing day, Sarah's quest for truth delved deeper into the labyrinth of uncertainty. The clues she had unearthed painted a picture of secrecy and deception, shattering the illusion of the idyllic life she had once known. Yet, amidst the chaos that engulfed her, one question continued to haunt her thoughts. How would she confront Jack with her suspicions? The prospect of confrontation loomed like a dark cloud on the horizon, casting a pall of unease over Sarah's already troubled mind. She knew that the truth, once revealed, would irrevocably alter the course of her life, leaving behind a trail of devastation in its wake. And yet, she could no longer ignore the gnawing sense of betrayal that festered within her, demanding to be acknowledged. As Sarah wrestled with her inner turmoil, she found herself oscillating between moments of clarity and confusion. One moment, she was filled with righteous indignation, ready to confront Jack head-on and demand answers. The next, she was consumed by doubt, paralyzed by the fear of what she might uncover. But amidst the turmoil that raged within her, one thing remained clear. She could no longer turn a blind eye to the truth. With each passing day, the weight of uncertainty grew heavier, threatening to crush her beneath its suffocating embrace. And so, with a heavy heart and a mind burdened by doubt, Sarah resolved to confront Jack and lay bare the secrets that had torn their marriage asunder. Yet, even as she steeled herself for the inevitable confrontation, Sarah couldn't shake the nagging sense of apprehension that gnawed at her insides. What if Jack denied everything, dismissing her suspicions as nothing more than baseless paranoia? What if the truth she so desperately sought proved to be more painful than she could bear? But even as doubt threatened to consume her, Sarah knew that she could no longer afford to linger in the shadows of uncertainty. The time for reckoning had come, and she was determined to face it head-on, no matter the cost. And so, with a resolute heart and a mind ablaze with determination, Sarah braced herself for the confrontation that would irrevocably alter the course of her life. Chapter 5. A tense confrontation. The day of reckoning dawned with a sense of foreboding that hung heavy in the air. Sarah's heart pounded in her chest as she prepared to confront Jack, her mind awash with a tumult of emotions ranging from anger to fear to sorrow. As Jack returned home from another late-night shift at the ambulance station, Sarah's resolve hardened like steel. She couldn't delay any longer. The time for confrontation had arrived. With trembling hands and a voice laced with tension, she summoned the courage to speak her truth. "Jack, we need to talk," Sarah said, her words echoing through the stillness of the room like a death knell. Jack's expression flickered with surprise and concern as he regarded her with furrowed brows. "What's wrong, Sarah? Is everything all right?" But Sarah wasn't about to be deterred by Jack's feigned innocence. She had spent far too long grappling with doubt and uncertainty to back down now. With a steely gaze, she met Jack's eyes, her voice steady despite the turmoil that raged within her. "I found something," Sarah began, her voice barely above a whisper. "Something that I think you need to explain." As she recounted the discoveries she had made, the cryptic notes, the clandestine meetings, the trail of breadcrumbs that had led her to this moment, Sarah watched as Jack's expression shifted from confusion to disbelief to something akin to resignation. For a moment, there was silence as the weight of Sarah's accusations hung heavy in the air between them. And then, finally, Jack spoke, his voice tinged with a mixture of regret and remorse. "I'm so sorry, Sarah," he said, his words heavy with the weight of confession. "I never meant to hurt you." But Sarah was beyond consolation. The truth, once revealed, left her reeling with a maelstrom of emotions. Anger, betrayal, heartache. How could Jack have deceived her so callously, leading a double life while she remained oblivious to his duplicity? And yet, amidst the pain and turmoil that threatened to consume her, Sarah found a glimmer of clarity. She knew that she deserved better than to be kept in the dark, that she deserved a love that was honest and true. And so, with a heavy heart and a resolve forged in the fires of adversity, Sarah made a decision that would alter the course of her life forever. As she looked into Jack's eyes one final time, she knew that the time had come to part ways, to forge a new path forward untethered by the chains of deceit and betrayal. And though the road ahead would be fraught with uncertainty, Sarah faced it with a newfound strength and determination, ready to embrace whatever challenges lay in store. Chapter 6. A New Beginning. With the weight of truth finally lifted from her shoulders, Sarah found herself standing at a crossroads, poised on the precipice of a new beginning. The revelations of Jack's betrayal had left her reeling, but amidst the wreckage of her shattered marriage, she glimpsed a glimmer of hope, the promise of a future untainted by deception and lies. In the days that followed their tense confrontation, Sarah navigated the turbulent waters of separation with a sense of stoic resolve. Though her heart bore the scars of Jack's betrayal, she refused to be defined by the pain of her past. Instead, she embraced the opportunity to forge a new path forward, one guided by her own strength and resilience. With the support of friends and family, Sarah began the arduous process of rebuilding her life from the ground up. She found solace in the simple pleasures of everyday life, the warmth of a cup of tea on a chilly morning, the gentle embrace of a familiar book, the laughter of loved ones gathered around the dinner table. But amidst the healing that slowly began to take root within her, Sarah couldn't shake the lingering sense of uncertainty that gnawed at her insides. The prospect of starting anew was both exhilarating and daunting, a blank canvas upon which she could paint the portrait of her own destiny. Yet, as the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, Sarah found herself embracing the journey with a newfound sense of purpose. She enrolled in evening classes at the local community college, eager to explore new avenues of learning and personal growth. She volunteered at a local animal shelter, finding solace in the unconditional love of furry companions. And amidst the hustle and bustle of her newfound independence, Sarah discovered a sense of liberation that she had never known before. No longer shackled by the constraints of a loveless marriage, she reveled in the freedom to chart her own course, to pursue her passions and dreams with unwavering determination. Though the road ahead was fraught with uncertainty, Sarah faced it with a courage born of adversity. She knew that the journey would not be easy, that there would be challenges and obstacles to overcome along the way. But with each step she took, she found strength in the knowledge that she was no longer bound by the chains of her past. And as she gazed out upon the horizon, her heart brimming with hope and possibility, Sarah knew that the best was yet to come. For in the crucible of adversity, she had discovered the true measure of her own resilience, and she was ready to embrace whatever the future had in store. Chapter 7. Unexpected Connections. As Sarah settled into her newfound independence, she found herself drawn to the simple pleasures of solitude and introspection. Yet amidst the tranquility of her solitary pursuits, she couldn't shake the nagging sense of loneliness that lingered at the edges of her consciousness. Determined to break free from the confines of her comfort zone, Sarah resolved to seek out new connections and experiences that would enrich her life in ways she had never imagined. And so, with a sense of trepidation and excitement, she ventured out into the world, eager to embrace the unknown. It was during one of her evening classes at the local community college that Sarah first encountered James, a kindred spirit whose quiet demeanor belied a depth of wisdom and insight that captivated her from the moment they met. As they delved into discussions on literature and philosophy, Sarah found herself drawn to James' unique perspective on the world, his words resonating with a sense of familiarity that took her by surprise. Yet, amidst the burgeoning connection that blossomed between them, Sarah couldn't shake the lingering doubts that tugged at the corners of her mind. After the pain of her failed marriage, the prospect of opening herself up to vulnerability once more was a daunting prospect, fraught with uncertainty and apprehension. But as Sarah spent more time with James, she found herself slowly letting down her guard, allowing herself to be swept away by the currents of emotion that flowed between them. With each shared moment and whispered conversation, she felt the walls around her heart begin to crumble, replaced by a sense of warmth and acceptance that she had long thought lost. Yet, even amidst the newfound joy that James brought into her life, Sarah remained haunted by the spectre of her past. The wounds of her failed marriage ran deep, leaving behind scars that still tinged her heart with a sense of sorrow and regret. But as she looked into James' eyes, she saw a reflection of her own resilience and strength staring back at her. Together, they forged a bond that transcended the pain of their pasts, embracing the promise of a future filled with hope and possibility. And as Sarah basked in the warmth of James' embrace, she knew that the unexpected connection they shared was nothing short of a miracle, a beacon of light amidst the darkness that had once threatened to consume her. With James by her side, Sarah felt as though she had finally found her place in the world, a sense of belonging that she had long yearned for. And as they embarked on the journey ahead together, she knew that the best was yet to come. Chapter 8. A Journey of Healing. As Sarah and James' relationship blossomed, Sarah found herself embarking on a journey of healing unlike any she had experienced before. With James by her side, she felt a sense of comfort and security that had eluded her for so long, his unwavering support serving as a balm for the wounds of her past. Together, they explored the depths of their shared passions and interests, immersing themselves in the beauty of the world around them. They took long walks in the park, hand in hand, as they lost themselves in conversation about the intricacies of life and love. They spent lazy afternoons curled up on the couch, lost in the pages of their favorite books, the world outside fading into insignificance as they savored each fleeting moment of togetherness. But amidst the joy and contentment that Sarah found in James' embrace, She knew that the scars of her past still lingered, casting a shadow over the fragile tapestry of their newfound happiness. Though she had found solace in James' love, the memories of her failed marriage continued to haunt her, a constant reminder of the pain and heartache she had endured. Yet, with James' unwavering support, Sarah found the strength to confront her demons head-on, to face the ghosts of her past with a newfound sense of courage and determination. Together, they embarked on a journey of healing, delving deep into the recesses of Sarah's heart to unearth the wounds that had long festered beneath the surface. Through tears and laughter, moments of vulnerability and strength, Sarah and James navigated the tumultuous waters of Sarah's past, emerging on the other side with a renewed sense of purpose and clarity. With each passing day, Sarah felt the weight of her burdens grow lighter, replaced by a sense of liberation and freedom that she had long thought unattainable. And as she looked into James' eyes, she saw the reflection of her own resilience staring back at her, a reminder that she was no longer defined by the pain of her past, but rather by the strength and courage that had carried her through the darkest of times. With James by her side, Sarah knew that she was capable of overcoming anything that life threw her way, that the scars of her past would serve as a testament to her resilience and strength. Together, they forged a bond that transcended the pain of their pasts, embracing the promise of a future filled with love, laughter, and endless possibilities. And as they embarked on the journey ahead, hand in hand, Sarah knew that she had finally found her happily ever after. Chapter 9. A new chapter begins. As Sarah and James continued to navigate the intricacies of their relationship, they found themselves on the precipice of a new chapter in their lives. With each passing day, their love grew stronger, their bond deepening with a sense of intimacy and connection that defied explanation. But amidst the joy and contentment that Sarah found in James' embrace, a sense of restlessness began to stir within her. She longed for something more, a sense of purpose and fulfillment that transcended the confines of their relationship. And so, with a sense of determination and resolve, Sarah embarked on a journey of self-discovery, determined to unearth the passions and dreams that lay dormant within her heart. She delved into new hobbies and interests, immersing herself in the pursuit of knowledge and self-improvement. Through art and music, literature and travel, Sarah found solace in the beauty of the world around her, each new experience enriching her life in ways she had never imagined. And as she embraced the opportunities that lay before her, she discovered a sense of fulfillment that she had long thought unattainable. But amidst the whirlwind of self-discovery, Sarah never lost sight of the love and support that James offered her at every turn. He stood by her side, a steadfast beacon of strength and encouragement, as she navigated the highs and lows of her journey with unwavering determination. Together, they forged a partnership built on mutual respect and admiration, their love serving as a foundation upon which they could build a life filled with joy, passion, and purpose. And as they looked to the future, hand in hand, Sarah knew that she had found a kindred spirit in James, a partner who embraced her for who she was, flaws and all. With James by her side, Sarah embarked on a new chapter in her life, ready to embrace whatever challenges and opportunities lay ahead. For she knew that no matter what the future held, as long as they were together, they could weather any storm that came their way. And so, with a sense of hope and excitement, Sarah stepped boldly into the unknown, eager to embrace the journey that lay before her, hand in hand with the love of her life. Chapter 10. Reflections and Gratitude. As Sarah and James stood on the threshold of a new chapter in their lives, they'd found themselves reflecting on the journey that had brought them to this moment. The trials and tribulations they had endured, the joys and sorrows they had shared, each experience had shaped them in ways they could never have imagined. As they looked back on the tumultuous path they had walked together, Sarah felt a profound sense of gratitude wash over her. Gratitude for the love and support that James had offered her every step of the way, for his unwavering belief in her strength and resilience. But more than that, Sarah felt grateful for the lessons she had learned along the way, lessons of love and loss, of resilience and perseverance. She had discovered that true happiness lay not in the absence of pain, but in the courage to embrace life's challenges with an open heart and a steadfast resolve. And as they looked to the future, Sarah knew that she was ready to face whatever obstacles lay ahead, knowing that she had James by her side. Together, they would continue to chart their own course, forging a path filled with love, laughter, and endless possibilities. As they stood hand in hand, gazing out upon the horizon, Sarah felt a sense of peace settle over her. The scars of her past no longer weighed her down. Instead, they served as a reminder of the strength and resilience that lay within her. And as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the world around them, Sarah knew that the best was yet to come. For in the crucible of adversity, she had discovered the true meaning of love, a love that was as boundless and infinite as the stars in the sky. And as they walked hand in hand into the unknown, Sarah felt a sense of excitement and anticipation coursing through her veins. For she knew that no matter what the future held, as long as she had James by her side, she would always find her way home.